Hello viewers, welcome to our today's session. Today we will discuss about the sentence and its kinds. So today we will see the meaning of the sentence. The meaning of the sentence is group of words, or we can say string of words. Group of words or string of words. Now let us see the definition. Some group of words which are arranged in systematic way which gives correct meaning, that is called a sentence. Okay, so let us see the example. I have taken some group of words here and I arranged in a systematic manner so that it gives a complete meaning. See, I have taken this word is my school. So when we read this together, we are getting a sentence, and that sentence is giving the correct meaning. This is my school. Okay. Suppose if you are taking the group of words and we are not arranging in systematic manner, and that group of words it is not giving the complete meaning, so it is not a sentence. For example, if I take here school, this is my. So these are also the group of words, but I did not arrange in systematic manner. So that's why they are not giving me complete meaning or correct meaning. So we cannot say these group of words as a sentence. So this is wrong. Okay, this is correct. Okay, now let us go for the kinds of sentences. In English language, we have 5 kinds of sentences are there. The first one is an assertive sentence. Second one, an interrogative sentence. Third one, an imperative sentence. Fourth one, an exclamatory sentence. Fifth one, an optative sentence. I hope you understood about the sentence and its kinds. In our next video, we will discuss very clearly about the each and every type of sentence. Hello viewers, welcome to our today's session. Today we will discuss about the kinds of sentences. Already in our previous video, we have discussed about what is sentence and how many kinds of sentences are there. Okay, so let's have a look here. First one, I have taken an assertive sentence. It is a sentence which makes statements. Yeah, assertive sentence, it makes the statements. Okay, and it starts with capital letter and ends with full stop. It starts with capital letter and ends with full stop. That one I can show in the example. Third point, it is also called as declarative sentence. Assertive sentence is also called as declarative sentence. Why? Because it is declaring the statement. It is declaring the statement. Okay. If you go to the example, I go to school. This is an assertive sentence. It is making a statement. It is declaring that I am going to school. And it is starting with the capital letter and it is ending with the full stop. Full stop. Okay. Now, let us see the types of assertive sentence. Assertive sentence are of two types. First one, positive assertive sentence. Second one, negative assertive sentence. The example for positive assertive sentence is I eat lunch. And the example for negative assertive sentence is I don't eat lunch. Negative means what here? Not. We are adding not to the positive sentence. That becomes a negative assertive sentence. Hello viewers, welcome to our today's session. Today we will discuss about the second type of sentence, which is called as an interrogative sentence. Let's have a view here. Let us see what is called an interrogative sentence. It is a sentence which makes questions. It starts with capital letter and ends with question mark. Example, what is your name? You can see here It is starting with the capital letter and ending with the question mark. Question mark. It begins with WH words. It begins with WH words. Sometimes it begins with helping words. Sometimes it begins with do form words. Sometimes it begins with have form words, and sometimes it begins with modal form words. Means we can start or we can make the questions not only by using WH words, but also we can use helping words, do form words, have form words and modal form words. Okay, so let us see how to make the questions by using these type of words. So I have given the example here by using WH words. We can use what, why, where, when, which, whose, whom, how. Okay, and if you take the helping words is, am, are, was, were. Fine. By using do words, do, does, did. By using have form words, has, have, had. And in the last, by using modal form words, shall, will, can, may. Okay. In our next video, we will see by using these words how can we make the questions. Fine. Now let us see the types of interrogative sentences. In interrogative sentences, we have two types of sentence. First one, positive interrogative sentence. Second one, negative interrogative sentence. The examples for positive interrogative sentence is, are you coming to school? And the example for negative interrogative sentence is, are not you coming to school? Okay. By adding not, we are making the positive interrogative sentence into negative interrogative sentence. I hope you understood this class regarding the interrogative sentences. Hello viewers, welcome to our session. In our today's session, we will discuss about by using what type of words we can form the interrogative sentence. In the previous video, we have discussed about the interrogative sentence, its types. Okay, today we will see how to form interrogative sentence by using different forms of words. Let us have a look. Okay, forming interrogative sentence by using WH words, helping words, do form words, have form words, modal form words. Okay, let's go one by one. Now first of all, we will take WH words. What is your name? Question mark. Where are you going? Question mark. Which is your school? When are you going? Whose pen is this? Why are you late? Whom do you see? How old are you? So by using WH words, we can make these type of questions. Okay. Now let us go for the helping words, helping form words. In that, is this your pen? Are you going to town? Am I looking full? Was she coming? Were they leaving? Okay. Now let us see do form words. Do you want cake? Did Lata come to school? Does Ramu eat pizza? Now by using have form words. Have they submit the work? Has she sing a song? Had they gone to school? Now by using modal form words. Can I come in? Shall we leave? Will I do the work? May I go? So these are the words are there by which we can make the interrogative questions. We can use any word. It is not compulsory that interrogative sentence starts with WH only. Okay, as per our convenient, we can use the questions by using different forms of words. Hello viewers, welcome to today's session. Today we will discuss about the third type of sentence, that is an imperative sentence. Okay, let us see what is called imperative sentence and how we have to form it. Okay, a sentence which makes command, order, suggest, advise, request, etc. They are called as imperative sentence. Okay, it starts with capital letter and ends with full stop. Just like an assertive sentence. Okay, this sentence is also starting with the capital letter and ending with the full stop. But a slight difference is there. Okay, it doesn't have subject. Yes, just like assertive sentence. Okay, imperative sentence does not have subject, whereas assertive sentence is having the subject. Subject means what here? Noun. Okay, in assertive sentence we are saying by taking the name of a person, thing or etc. But here we are not taking anyone's name. Just we are suggesting, requesting, commanding, ordering. No name is there. We are saying to particular person knowingly, but we are not taking the name. Or sometimes we can say the sentence by taking all the people together. Okay, let us see in the example. Bring me a glass of water. It's a request. We can ask to anyone. Okay, we are not taking the name, but we are saying that please bring me a glass of water. Might be we are saying to son or daughter, to anyone. Okay. Don't pluck the flowers. It's a suggestion. We are not saying to a particular person by taking their name. We are saying just commonly to everybody. Don't pluck the flowers. It is one type of imperative sentence in the form of suggestion. Okay. Next. Go to work. This is the order. Okay. Might be the father gives the order to son. Go to work. It's an order. Don't do that. Advice. Okay, he is advising the some students or one particular person not to do that thing. Should study hard. It's an instruction. It's an instruction to the students, to the children. Okay. Shut your mouth. It's a command. When a teacher gives command to the children, she says shut your mouth. Okay, so these are the examples of an imperative sentence. So what is imperative sentence? The sentence which makes command, order, suggestion, advice, instruction, okay, and order, suggestion. And it has no subject is there. Are you seeing any name here? Are you seeing any name? No names are there. We are saying it to everybody commonly by not taking anyone's name. So this is all about the imperative sentence. I hope you understood very well. Hello viewers. Welcome to our today's session. Today we are discussing about the fourth kind of sentence, that is called an exclamatory sentence. A sentence which makes sudden expressions like surprise, emotion, grief, joy and fear. So when these type of sentences are forming, at that time we use an exclamatory sentence. Let us see the examples. It starts with capital letter and ends with exclamation mark or sometimes with full stop. Okay, we can use the two types of marks here. One is the exclamatory mark in the last or sometimes in the beginning of the sentence. Sometimes we use a full stop. When we are using the exclamation mark in the beginning of a sentence, then in the last we are using a full stop. when we are not using the exclamation mark in the beginning, then we are using the exclamation mark in the last. Okay. Now, if you read these examples, then it will be very easy to understand. Now, let us go for the example point of view. Now, first example, it is, wow, what a pleasant sunrise. So, what is there here? Already in the beginning only, I used a exclamation mark. Okay. Wow is a sudden expression. This is the sudden expression of surprise. Okay. So, I used the exclamation mark here itself. Then in the last, I kept the full stop. Okay. In the same way, the next example, hooray, we have won the match. This is the expression of joy, joy or happiness. Okay. So, hooray is the word which is the sudden expression. So, I used the exclamation mark after this word. So, I kept the full stop in the last. Alas, she is dead. This is the expression of grief, sad, sorrow. Okay, alas. So, alas is a sudden expression of grief. So, I used the exclamation mark here itself and I kept the full stop here. Now, the next example is what here? What the hell? What the hell? We'll shout in a very angry mood. Okay, that's why I kept exclamation mark in the last. What the hell? Next, what a beautiful flower is this? Yeah, okay. Here also this is a sentence of happiness emotion. So I kept here exclamation mark here. With these two examples, people came to know that whenever we are writing an exclamatory sentence by using WH, okay, that to watch, at that time we have to use the exclamation mark at the end of the sentence. At the end of the sentence. Whenever we are using the exclamatory words in the beginning only, then we have to put full stop at the end of the sentence. Okay. Now, hush, your father is sleeping. Hush is the sudden expression of an emotion. Okay. So, I used the exclamation marker here itself. In the end of the statement, I kept here full stop. In the same way, the last example, hey, don't touch my mobile. Okay. So, here also, hey is a sudden expression of an emotion. So, I used the exclamation mark here itself and the remaining sentence after ending I kept here full stop. So, this is all about the exclamatory sentence. I hope you understood very well when we have to use the exclamation mark in the beginning or at the end of the sentence. Once again, just a repeat, we have to use the exclamation mark at the end of the sentence when we are beginning the sentence with what. Here these two examples are there. Please just note down. And whenever we are using the direct exclamatory word with the sudden expression of any emotion, at that time we have to use the exclamatory mark in the beginning. After in the beginning, I mean to say after the exclamatory word, and in the last, at the end of the sentence, we have to put the full stop. Hello viewers, welcome to our session. Today we are discussing the last kind of sentence, that is called as an optative sentence. Let us see what is called optative sentence and what type of sentences can we frame here. Okay. Now, a sentence which makes wish, bless, pray, curse, desire, hope, boon, etc. Whenever the sentences are coming with these options, then those type of sentences are called as an optative sentence. Okay, it starts with capital letter and ends with exclamatory mark or full stop. Okay, now let us see the example. May God bless you. May he achieve success. Long live your headmaster. May you pass the examination. Wish you all good luck. May you meet with accident. So these type of sentences we call it as an optative sentence because in these sentences we can see some type of emotional words are there, okay, which we called as wish, bless, pray, curse, desire, hope, boon. I hope you liked my video and I think that you have understood very well regarding what is sentence and kinds of sentences. So if you have any queries or if you have any doubt, please comment to me in the comment section so that I can give the clear clarification to you.